Hello, y'all. It's Nicholas Brown coming at y'all one more time on Damn Your Logic. And I'm going to holler at y'all about persistence and how much you got to have in order to be an entrepreneur, especially when you're black in America and less than 1% of the business owners are black. Even furthermore, most of those business owners, they don't have employees. They're just self-employed one man, one woman shows that just so happen to get money. I mean, they might have a bookkeeper come in every so often, but for the most part, most black-owned operations are solopreneurs. Well, with my endeavor, it's somewhat of an uphill battle, right? You see, yesterday I got contacted by a book marketing firm, I guess, right? They're trying to get me to pay them $650 in order for them to give me a slot at the book fair, right? They said they'll set up the booth and everything for us, this, that, and the third. All we got to do is pay them $650, right? Well, to me, that sounds kind of fishy, because they said that we ain't got to show up or anything. Just trust that they'll get it done. All right. Now, I'm not too sure if she was running game or whatever, but this woman, she hit me with something that sounded like cold hard facts. Like I said, not too sure if she's trying to run game, but as stated, it makes sense. What she said, sir, Mr. Brown, did you know that every year at least 10 million people submit books to publishing houses? I'm like, okay, that's a large figure, but all right, I'll sit there and take your word for it, right? Then she said that out of the 10 million that gets submitted every year to different types of publishing houses, regardless of how big or small, right? Less than 1% of those books that get submitted actually get published, right? And even less become New York Times bestsellers or runaway hits, right? Or at least cult classics. But yeah, for the most part, she made it seem like it's just a big uphill struggle. Now, I did the math or whatever. Okay, 10 million people, 10 million people. 10% of 10 million is 1 million. That's simple mathematics, right? Now, out of that, 1% of 10 million should be around 100,000. Last I checked, because that's 10% of 1 million is 100,000, which is roughly 1% of 10 million, right? Okay. Now, she said less than 1%, so I guess like maybe 1,000, 2,000 people, their books actually get published every year. So it's almost like I'm playing the lotto if I'm going the traditional route and getting my book published. My best shot is to see if I can put together great content and hustle it myself. The minute I jump on a extra job or find bigger, better paying clientele, everything shall fall in my favor, because I know exactly how I'm going to promote it. I know exactly what I got to do. Shoot, 3 of my like pages for the manuals and books that I wrote or partnered up with somebody with, the dancer manual pages, it's about to reach 90,000 likes. With the VIP confessions, it's about to reach 25,000 likes. And with the Baller Manual, it just reached 10,000 likes not too long ago. So yeah, and those numbers are climbing. So, there's an audience there. The only thing I got to do is put together a promotion that actually catches attention, that forces people to want to share. In other words, have it go viral. Even if I got to pay a team or formulate a team to get it done, I got to get it done. But bottom line, it's almost like winning the lotto if you're going the traditional route. Now, I say all that to say this. It ain't easy out here, man. Especially when you're facing the odds and you're coming from the bottom. It's like you grind, you get a job or something like that. Shoot, even if you get a career going, like, as a school teacher or something like that, it's like grinding from the bottom just to reach to the bottom on some Beanie Siegel, even though what we do is wrong first and shit, you know what I mean? But for the most part, you gotta learn to persevere through whatever you're facing. I already see what I gotta persevere through. And for the, a lesser man in a way would be like, you know what? This is too much. I ain't got no time for this. That's too much work. I'll see if I can get a job somewhere, Let me see if UPS is hiring, Let me see if I can get a management position somewhere. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. Shoot, if you feel you ain't built for it for the long run, then hell, I hope you land somewhere that appreciates you and your talents. But for me, I can't just roll over and die like that, man. I don't, never say die. That's how I kind of look at it. I'm in this thing for the long haul, I'm in this thing 10 toes deep until I'm dead sleep. Straight up, right? So, because in my eyes, I ain't got no choice. Because even now, right, I stopped spitting raps and putting together songs or whatever back in like 2012, 2013, right? Stopped doing it around that time. And to this day, I'm thinking of rhymes. I could be by myself about to hit the shower, but I'm thinking about a rhyme flow, thinking about a scheme, thinking how I can go ahead and serve it like something off a triple beam. Serve it, bag it, cut it, you know how it go. Either sell it out of the house or sell it in front of the stove. You know what I mean? So yeah, it just naturally, and then all of a sudden I find myself, while taking a shower, I'm telling a story while rhyming. See what I'm saying? So that creative side of me, it just won't shut off, man. I don't know how to shut it off. I feel so much solace, so much peace by, just formulating stories and rewriting and making them better and adding depth to the characters and personalities and making sure that the voices sound different from one another. That way characters won't overlap or don't seem too bland. See what I'm saying? I love it. And because of that, I figure, hell, just out hustle everybody. Common said in a rhyme once, the ones that make it always ain't the talented. And that is true. You gotta have the hustle, or you get lucky that somebody picks up your work and puts you out there. Shoot, the guy that wrote Crazy Rich Asians, he comes from a decent family, so I'm pretty sure, he had a few folks who knew certain agents. I mean, his book was in the pile that was gonna get tossed out. But one of his friends, somebody he knew, told some well-known literary agent or whoever for a publishing house, like, hey, give my friend a chance, man. Give my friend a chance. She pulled it out of the pile that was going to be thrown in the trash, read it, gave it to the guy, told him exactly what he needed to do in order to make it better. She said, can you complete this in such and such short amount of time? I think she said 3 months or something. He went, got it done, gave it to her, boom, rest is history. Crazy Rich Asians. And then he had whole 3 parts, a trilogy to it, 3 parts to it. Then that bitch became a goddamn movie. See what I'm saying? So yeah, you can either get lucky and then have financial backing to promote your own shit, and then get lucky again, and then boom, more and more things come your way. Or you're in my position, get some money and use your smarts and your intellect to out hustle everybody. Period. See, that's my struggle. That's my journey. That's my mission. And with that being said, what are you going to do to persevere through your struggle? I already see what I got to do. I just got to get my ass up and get it. Question is, whatever it is you're going through, do you feel you want to throw your hands up? You feel the obstacle is too big? You can either leave that shit alone and walk away, or you can take a step back, reassess the situation, and think, what angle aren't you seeing? What play can you call? Who can you hit up in order to set up your next step to get around the obstacle, to go through the obstacle, to go under the obstacle, to fly over the obstacle? Figure out a way to get around it. Shoot, even if you got to chip away at it one stone at a time, eventually you chip at it enough with the right tools, that thing's gonna fall. So yeah, persevere. Especially us black folks here in America, they're starting a business. Less than 1% of us own a business, man. Less than 1% of the businesses in America are owned by black and or African Americans. It's nutty, ain't it? But you see, some of that is it's not our fault, some of it, We've been fed and propagandized that, hey, we have to fall into a stereotype, which we don't. But many people fall for the BS. Or if we do get a leg up, it's hard for us to come together because many of us are lost. Those who do find a way to come together and make moves, they end up winning. Some of these record labels that blew up, everybody played their role, everybody played their part. They label blew up, Poor Boy Records down here. Bunch of brothers, they got together, they put in the work, and boom, blew up. TDE, the guys who put out, the guys who put out Kendrick Lamar, Schoolboy Q and those guys, yeah, it's a little family unit, and they got together and they made it work, straight up and down. Granted, some of their acts probably, not really gonna land to like how they want it, but at least they got together and they're making moves as a unified front. They came together and they pushed forward, passing through all the perseverance, all the hatred, the racism, all the BS that's coming their way. They're dodging it, or they're facing it head on. That's what you're supposed to do. You find a way to power through. I hope this message helps somebody. Help it wakes you up. Because regardless of where you're from, right? Hell, you could be from Nigeria, you could be from Ghana, you could be from Jamaica, you could be from the Bahamas, Trinidad or whoever. The minute you come in this country, you are black in America, baby. You are black in America. You could have a successful business going. You got like 3-4 degrees. You have a great practice. You have a nice home and house and a nice car and all that. The minute you get pulled over somewhere and that cop wants to harass you, boom. You just another nigga to them. That's why we gotta all come together. We can't look down at one another anymore. Not at this time. We can't be on some coon shit. We can't be on some, I think I'm better than you shit. We can't be on that right now. We all we got. So we gotta pool our resources together. We gotta educate one another, especially those of us who's willing to help ourselves. Shoot, the minute I get up to a certain position, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn back and be like, hey, let me help this brother over here in Liberty City. I see that he has a great book. Boom. Let me help this brother over here in the ghetto side of Jacksonville. Boom. All right, let me help this brother over here out in Tampa. I see that he has a nice book. This sister over here has a nice book of poetry. All right, let me see if I can help put them on, educate them, and help push them forward. That's what you're supposed to do. You persevere, turn around, and then help somebody else who can help themselves. Regardless of background and all that, as long as they're a decent person and they're willing to do the same, pull somebody else up who needs it, when they come up, that's the win-win right there. But we all have to find a way to persevere. You dig down deep. Yeah, you fell 7, 8, 9 times, but do you have the fortitude to get up that 10th time, brush it off and try again? That 11th time, 12th time, brush it off, try again. That perseverance, man. It's a tough thing, man. It's tough. Because you know people are looking at you, talking about you behind your back. But it's cool, man. It's cool. Only you see the vision. And then once you put it together, everybody and their mama gonna love you. Period. Ex-girlfriends and shit that thought you wasn't gonna be shit, next thing you know, they start hitting you up, trying to find your number, seeing if y'all still cool. You know, fake friends start showing the fuck up, having their motherfucking hand out like it's all good. Hey man, can I get a job? Can you look out for me, bro? I got you, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, you the man in these streets. All of a sudden, you their new best friend. But yeah, you even have to persevere through that. Because you got to figure out who real, who fake, and who not. You know what I'm saying? More money, more problems, and you even got to persevere through that. But bottom line, are you willing to get up, brush yourself off, try again, and persevere? Push through. Have your eye on the prize, man. Meditate for a second. Take a deep breath. Calm yourself down. Wipe the tears from your eyes. If you feel hurt emotionally, take a day or two to try to reflect, get an understanding, take a recap, what went wrong, what you could have did, and then apply what you learned into what it is you're going to do next. Then, hopefully, you made enough failures, learned enough lessons from those failures to persevere little by little each time you tried. So yeah, get your ass back up. Try again. With newly acquired knowledge, you'll be alright. You'll find your way there eventually. Just persevere, man. Shoot, us as a people, the more of us that learn, that gain knowledge of self, that become more aware. See, me, myself, I wouldn't consider myself conscious, but I'm aware. You know, I read, I research, I look at documentaries. Yeah, I double check info that's given to me or whatever. Yeah, so I'm aware, not conscious all the way, but I'm aware of the world and how things are around me. So I try to educate those who might need that help, or people educate me on things that I need help on. But the minute we all really get a sense of that, have a sense of pride, that's when we should be able to resurrect or come up with new Black Wall Streets or whatever. You know what I mean? Come up with new Overtown before the highway is split through them. You know what I mean? We can get into different fields that are black owned. We can probably have black owned bus company like Greyhound, or black owned train company like Amtrak, black owned airlines, you know, black owned automobile company, black owned security company that can compete with like ADT and those kind of home alarm systems. That's what I'm saying, man. We persevere through everything to get to the point where we come up, and focus on that coming up. And I know I'm digressing right now, but in terms of focused on coming up, persevering, I don't understand these white supremacist types. Some of them swear that there's going to be a race war. When, motherfucker? When? Explain to me this great race war and how it's going to go down, because last I checked, most black folk, we are not thinking about white supremacists like that. We thinking about getting this paper, helping our families. That's it. That's it, no more, no less. You don't see us getting guns and stockpiling it and training. Oh, I wish the white man would kill the white man this, and we're going to go to their homes and bomb them and get them out of their neighborhoods and this, that, and the third to teach them a lesson. When the fuck have we ever sat up there and thought about y'all that much to where we want to go and start wars with white folk? Be serious. Put your hatred to the side and work on something with your punk ass. I mean, seriously. But hey, fuck do I know, right? I'm just a brother hoping to give inspiration right now, because we all need it. We all need a little pick-me-up. Shoot, I'm not really in the right state of mind emotionally as of right now. You know, I'm kind of going through the struggle, but still, it's in these times when you feel down, you feel you might want to quit, try something else, you know, reset, regroup. It's in these moments where you're like, you know what, this is what makes or breaks people. This is the kingmaker type moments. You can either let it defeat you or find your way around. But right now, I'm focused on finding my way around. I hope you find yours too. This is Nicholas Brown of Damn Your Logic. If you have any questions, email me at DKE305. That's D as in dog, K as in kitchen, E as in electric, 305 at gmail.com. Ask any questions, any business inquiries. If you have a startup company and you need a technical writer, a copywriter, copy editor, you need help with the content on your website, just hit me up and I got you. We'll work out a deal, nice, fair, and square, and I won't hit you over the head. If anything, just mention that you got the information, you listened to my podcast, and I'll hook you up with a little discount, you know, just because you show love. Just make sure that you share this, though, with somebody who needs this. Now, with that being said, DKE305 at gmail.com to ask questions or any business inquiries. You can check out my website, www.DeHootie.writingandpublishing.com, for my books and works. To spell DeHootie is D as in dog, J as in jump, E as in electric, H as in hotel, U as in unique, T as in tip, I as in intelligent. DeHootie, writingandpublishing.com. Check out everything on the website. You can also hit me up on Instagram at DamnYourLogic, and also on Instagram DWP_CEO. That's D as in dog, W as in Winchester, P as in Paul _CEO. CEO, like founder and CEO. Exactly, DWP CEO on Instagram. And you can also holler at me on Twitter, King Nick Anthony. And you can't miss me. Alright, you guys stay blessed through this weekend, and I hope this gets you through. Alright? One love. Peace.
The podcast you just heard was published with Anchor. Got something you want to say to the creator of this show? Send them a voice message using the Anchor app, free for iOS and Android.